So before I start this video, I wanted to showcase this custom that I'm doing. I'm doing a DeLorean phone pod. I'm doing 10 pair only. So first 10 to email me, I'll put you on a list and we'll get to work and all that. So you're gonna need either a pair of all white foams or a pair of a clear outsole, as you can see why. And these lights have different modules. They go a little faster, a little slower, or they stay solid, so you can kind of mix it up, you know, for the little flux capacitor type look. And I'm thinking of adding that flux capacitor tongue, or at least that design on the back of the heel or the tongue, along with, you know, the metallic-y, I think it's RMC, AMC logo and all that, and the base and everything. So, you know, all that'll get situated out through the email. But again, if you're interested, email me. First 10, we'll get a pair. So now on to the Air Mag 2s. Yo. So here for another custom. Now these are my Air Mag 2s, and let me break them down real quick. So I got a pair of these replica mags, these Halloween edition mags, the official ones that weren't illegal from Nike. So I got that, and then what I want to do is take the bottom, the outsole of the shoes with the lights already in them, and create a new upper of myself. Because, you know, I make shoes, I know how to sew and everything. So what I did was I reached out to my followers on Instagram and I partnered with somebody. I collaborated with them basically. So I picked somebody just off of random, and, you know, well, not off of random. I picked somebody based off of like their idea and their vision for the shoes, and, you know, and then we collaborated. So we came up with a design for the shoe. Let me pull it up for you guys real quick. So we came up with a design for the shoe, and I started sewing. Now I made the shoe off the sewing machine, and here's the final product. Bring these bad boys forward. As you can see, it is low mid version of the Air Mags, and we call them the Air Mag 2s. Let me pull one out real quick. Alright, so what I did was, again, took the bottoms off. This upper was created by myself, except for this tongue. This tongue was on the original replica mags that I got off of this box, and I took it and just sewed it onto the new upper. So kept the gray mesh on the toe box. He wanted to add a strap to the shoes, so we added a strap to the shoes. Velcro on the side, white laces, white loops on the side to interlock the shoes, white tongue. This is all soft mesh, just almost like the real mags. Got the Nike logo on the tongue, as usual. A shiny gray on the strap and on the back, and then I also added some trapunto. That's what the official term is for this. Basically, a relief on the fabric. So that's what that's originally called. So I added trapunto on the side of the shoes. You can see it kind of pop out, just to give it a little bit more oomph, along with the design of the shoes and all that. Just, you know, a different silhouette. Let me see if I can, here we go, give you a different idea of the silhouette and everything. White inner sock lining. As you can see on the back of the tongue, it still has that Back to the Future label from the replica mags, the Halloween edition. And I kept the rechargeable factor. Here we go. So they're still rechargeable. Plug this in, and it charges all the lights. The good thing about these replica mags, and I don't know if you guys know, but there's these replica mags that are based off the Halloween edition, which are official release. You know, Nike's okay with it. There's also the fake mags that look a little better than the way these did, but they're not signed off by Nike, so those are kind of like illegal, I guess. The difference between those is, with these, the light system is done a lot better, so much better. I mean, from the on and off button to the rechargeable unit, the red, green, and yellow lights are just better, more reliable. Now these, the teal lights at the bottom, I changed these. The original ones were blue, like blue light bulbs with like a tube just going along the bottom. I swapped them. I added the real mag lights, and I added the mag lights on the Nike logo as well. Those weren't on it. But just the overall structure of the lights and the way they were set up on this shoe, on the Halloween edition, are a lot better than the ones that are on the version 2 of the replica mags and all that. Plus, they all fit on one battery pack. So much easier. The other ones you gotta have different battery packs or a 9-volt battery, which is gonna die out too fast. So, just pull these out, let you guys look at them. Alright, now, as you know by now, Air Mag 2s. These are size 14. They're my size. And the on and off button is inside the shoes, right here, inside here. So you press this. Lights turn on, off, on. Just like the real mags. I really went for the actual mag feel, just a mid-low top version. It's just a slightly different design style, of course. Well, we went for that. Same thing with this shoe. Throw this back there. Get to the button. Yeah, there we go. Only thing I wish is that when these came to me is that the bottom wasn't so oxidated already. I mean, you can see it's, you know, it's a little yellow. It's not too bad. You know, for these to be fake mags, they're actually okay. They're not that bad, but I just wish it was a lot clearer. I mean, but you know, what can you do? I mean, I could sea glow it and everything, but I'm lazy. What I wanted to do is actually add a light in here. That's my next goal. I'm probably gonna get another pair of these and create another upper and put a light panel in here throughout this whole thing. Maybe just the whole bottom. It's just gonna demand a lot of power though. That's the only problem. So, just an idea. So if you see it, you know you heard from it first. The Yeezy ones, the original ones, or the Yeezy 3s, were supposed to have a big teal light panel at the bottom of the shoe, and those would have been crazy, but never came out. Now, to give you an idea what happens when you make an upper, because I get a lot of questions about this, you know, because I went to school for this, so I have an idea. I'm not an expert, not yet, I mean, but I have an idea. You start off with a shoe last. This shoe last is a size 12.5. When I made that upper, they didn't have any 14s, so I needed to use a 12.5, 13, which is why it's a little slim at the top, because I had to use a smaller shoe last for this size 14 bottom. But you know, all around it worked out. You know, I made it work. You know, you kind of sometimes you gotta kind of go with what you have. But so you take a size 12.5 shoe last, you tape it up, design it how you want to design it with every little design line, nook and cranny, yada yada. Cut it down the middle, and then you kind of lay it out. Then you got the patterns for the fabric, and you gotta do some extra measurements and add more to the back. Add more shoe allowance to the bottom. I mean, it's a lot more. I mean, I could probably make a tutorial video about that, but it'd be too much. But so, I had the shoe last and I made the upper on that. What I actually was going to do was take that upper and put it on top of these size 14 Rocher outsoles that I had. These are an old pair, you know, my test pair. What I'm going to do with these is add the mag lights in here. I don't know if you can see it, but I cut a slot inside. I'm gonna add the mag lights in here, the batteries and everything's gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna create a new upper for this one and kind of give you an idea how they'll look. I think they'll look pretty nice with a new upper, maybe a mid high top upper with the lights at the bottom right here on these Rocher outsoles. I think it looks real nice. Funny thing is, size 14 outsole, size 12.5 shoe last. Fits almost perfectly. Makes no sense, but whatever. Here is a bird's eye view of my shoes, these Air Mag 2s. I usually don't do on the feet videos because the shoes aren't mine. They're client shoes, or they're not my size, or both. Here's a view of them on a mirror. You can kind of see it better. Turn the lights on. Again, let me know what you guys think about these, my Air Mag 2s. Designed the upper with a collaboration of me and one of my boys from my Instagram. Changed the lights at the bottom of the shoes. Created a whole new upper with a Velcro strap. I like the way they look on feet. I think they're real strong on feet. Me personally, the lights really set it off nicely, especially the ones at the bottom right here. Seeing a reflection at the bottom of it, it looks real nice. Another view of these shoes. Also, be on the lookout for these. This is one of those handless segways that I got, and I'm doing a hoverboard mag custom on this. I already sprayed it white so far. Took off the factory paint, put a white primer on top of it. Then I'm gonna airbrush it and paint it to match the hoverboard from the Back to the Future to go along with these bad boys. So stay tuned for these. I'm planning on doing a lot more of these. This I'm gonna sell on eBay, along with probably a pair of Rocher mags as a combo deal. So you know, the highest bidder will get it. So stay tuned for these.